Okay, so here I have a Medeli DD403 electronic drum set drum pad, and I was running into this problem where it was multi-triggering. That means, or double triggering. That means when you hit it, instead of hearing one sound, you hear multiple sounds, like maybe 2 drum sounds or 3 drum sounds or more than that. So I was trying to figure out how to fix this. I did a factory reset on the brain. That didn't solve it. I looked to see if there was adjustments on the sensitivity of the triggers, and that didn't fix it either. And so my next step was to take it apart to see how this thing operated, to see if the trigger itself, the mechanism that causes the electric pulse that generates the sound in the brain, to see if there's something going on with that. Usually when I have seen these triggers, they usually have like a positive and a negative wire, and I don't quite understand the technology, but something about the vibration of them, once you strike whatever is causing it to vibrate, will generate the sound. So I imagine, even though this is a specific brand and model that I'm talking about, any electronic drum set that probably has pads that are similar to these, which is basically some rubber on a plastic housing of some sort, whatever you want to call it. I imagine this is going to work the same way for all of these. So this is like the economy versions of most electronic drum sets, like Alesis or D-Drum, things like that. So on the underside, and I imagine this is going to be the same for pretty much any of these other companies I'm talking about, you should have a way to take it apart. In this case, we have a bunch of screws. So I've already done that with this pad. And what I discovered when I pulled it apart, let me get these screws out of the way, is I discovered that the triggering system that they're using is super simple. There's like nothing in there. I was expecting it to be more elaborate than this. Let me take this apart. Oh shoot, that's actually kind of stuck on there. Alright, well anyway, if you can get close on this, the trigger itself is right there. There's your positive and your negative wire. Now the way this is designed is it's taped onto the underside of this plastic piece of the rubber pad. When I opened this up a little bit ago, this was just flopping around. So that's why it was double triggering. So you'd hit it, it'd vibrate and flop around, and then it'd make more noise. The other side of it goes to this chip, which goes to your input. And that's all it is. So all I did is I took this piece and I taped it back on, and that actually solved my problem 100%. So what I'm going to do right now is I'll come back to this one. Let's go to this one. Now look at this. Look at that right there. That's the trigger. It's just flopping around. So we're going to take that apart real quick. And I'm going to do the same thing on here that I did with the other one. Loosen all these screws. I'll try to do this as quick as I can. Now while I'm doing this, let me give you my opinion on these cheaper drum sets. I don't think that they're inherently bad. I think for the price you're getting a good product. It's just, you know, if you know how to do little things like this, that'll make it last longer. Personally, in my teaching studio, I use kits that are about $1,000, $1,500 a piece, because they have to put up with the durability, like being hit on every day for many hours at a time. These economy kits, like you can get them from anywhere from like $200 to $500. I think they're worth it for the money if you don't want to spend $1,000, $1,500 or whatever on a kit. But if you know how to fix things like this, see, there's that trigger. There's the underside of it. It's got 4 little sticky rubber things and then a piece of tape on it, and it just needs to go right back there in the middle of that pad. That's all it needs to do. So it just came off. I guess somebody was hitting it kind of hard and it must have vibrated loose or something. So we'll screw it back together and that's it. So that is how you fix this. So I have 4 of these to do, and actually it will take no time at all because this system is so simple. Anyway, so that's it.